Rush just did the unthinkable, and it might change music history forever. One of the most legendary rock bands of all time just made a move that nobody saw coming. I mean, nobody saw coming. They've just announced Annika Niles as their new drummer, a woman behind the kit for Rush. Let that sink in for a minute, because this isn't about replacing the irreplaceable Neil Peart. This is about rewriting what's possible in the world of music. In a genre historically dominated by men, where women drummers are typically sidelined or overlooked, this moment is a seismic shift. So in this video, we are going to talk about why this changes literally everything. And for every young girl who's ever picked up a pair of drumsticks and who was told or felt like she didn't belong. My name is Lindsey Ward. I'm a drummer and I've been posting content for 16 years. And I've taken a little bit of a break from YouTube this past year, just kind of focusing on other things, and I'm really enjoying doing more short form content right now. But I've been itching to get back into posting again on YouTube. So this felt like the perfect video to get back into that. And honestly, I just really want to document this moment because I want to be able to look back on this. I want to remember the day. I want to remember everything about this because this is something that I truly believe just deep in my heart is going to change the trajectory of music forever, and specifically for women musicians. I have been thinking about this for the past 3 days nonstop. I made a short video about it on my other socials, but I really wanted to take the time to just sit here and talk to you guys about it, talk about how I feel about this, what I'm thinking about this, my opinion on everything, and just talk from the heart and just have a nice chat with you guys. So as you can see, I'm here in my home studio. I've got my sweatpants on. I'm in my comfy chair. And I just I wanna have a heart to heart with you guys. So let's talk about this. So I just wanna kick this video off by saying that Annika being announced as Rush's new drummer is like genuinely one of the coolest things I've ever heard happen in music in my lifetime. I am 33, I've been playing drums since I was 9, I've been pursuing this as a professional career since I was 17, and I've seen a lot of highs and lows and a lot of ups and downs and a lot of really interesting things happen. But this genuinely takes the cake as one of the most impactful things I've ever seen happen. And I think I feel that way specifically because I am a female drummer. So obviously, you know, it hits a little bit different for me and probably for a lot of women musicians, but that's kind of the point of this video and why I wanted to make it and why I want to talk about it. You just don't see this happen really ever for women musicians to land a gig like this, and specifically for female drummers. And I think that it just gets me so excited, but I think that this is truly going to change the way that opportunity happens for women musicians in music for like the rest of time, and this is legendary. So we absolutely see female musicians in bands and playing for artists and touring, and of course we do. It's becoming more and more common, which is very exciting to see. There's so many unbelievably talented female musicians out there, and I think it has taken so long to kind of get to this point where maybe gender is kind of starting to be removed from the equation. Like if you are a badass musician, you're a badass musician. I think women are held to a little bit of a different standard than men in the industry for sure, which I think is definitely a conversation that should be had. I want to rip the Band-Aid off of that. So if at any point during this video, like there's a conversation you guys want to have about this, if you want to message me, if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves in the comments, please do. Like I want this to be more of a conversation, whether it's like heavily in the music industry as like record labels go, or really famous popular bands go, or whether it's social media, or whether it's like session musicians. I don't care what the category is. I want to talk about this, and I want this to be more of an open dialogue. But typically when you see, and I'm gonna hone in pretty heavily on just the drummer aspect of this because that is also my experience. I can't really speak for, you know, female guitarists or female bassists. I can speak on observation, but I'm gonna try to really just hone in on the drumming part of it. You typically don't really see a lot of female drummers in bands with men. There are some, for sure. Jen Ledger plays in Skillet. You have Cindy Blackman plays with Santana. I mean, you definitely have situations where you see it, but it is very rare and it's not very common. Usually when you see a female drummer, she's playing with an all-female band, and that's becoming super popular, and it's very popular right now. Like Chappell Roan has an all-girl band, Demi Lovato, Beyonce, Olivia Rodrigo. Like there are so many artists, specifically just, you know, pop singers that have all-female bands, and I think that it's really cool. Like genuinely, I think it's so cool to see. I love seeing a badass, confident front woman rocking an all-girl band. Like that says a lot about her as a front woman, as a singer, as an artist. And I think these women are trying to create more of an opportunity for women musicians, which is amazing. Amazing. I would take a gig like that in a heartbeat. If Demi Lovato was like, hey, I want you to play drums for me in my all-girl band, I would cry. Like I would be so excited. So I think it's so amazing to see that, and so much respect for all of them. Like Chappell's band is freaking crazy, so insanely good. And I can say that for every other all-female band that I've seen supporting these pop stars. It's incredible. But for Rush to hire a female drummer, you guys, it's huge. It is huge, monumental, massive opportunity. And there's a shift that is going to happen because of this. There's just no doubt about it. There's no doubt that this is going to do something for not only women drummers, but for other women musicians as well. To have such a legendary rock band, and I mean, Neil Peart was arguably one of the top 3 greatest drummers of all time. I know a lot of people think he was the greatest drummer of all time. I mean, what a massive responsibility Annika has. And like everybody believes and everyone knows and everyone sees, she's not replacing him, but she's filling his shoes. I can't imagine how nervous she is. Like, I can't imagine what she is feeling. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of on the edge of their seat right now, like, oh my gosh, is she gonna be able to pull this off? And I can confidently say, of course she can pull this off. She's gonna kill it, and she is going to put a different kind of respect, I think, for female drummers from this point forward, because she is phenomenal. She's incredible. I have admired her, and she has inspired me for so many years. She's amazing. So there's nothing but good that can come from this. And to be alive right now and to see this happening is like mind-boggling, because I think that women musicians deserve more opportunity like this. And I think that this is the door that is gonna open that opportunity. As cool as the all-girl band thing is, it also makes me worry just a little bit because it is becoming so popular, and that is predominantly where I am seeing a majority of female musicians. You have, like I said, the very rare instances where that is not the case, but a majority of the time that is the case, specifically right now. And I worry that female musicians are gonna kind of be put in this box. Like, if you're not in an all-girl band, you're not really gonna get hired onto other projects, or you're not really gonna be able to find work, or you're not gonna be considered. And that, it worries me a bit. I just don't want women musicians to be put in this tiny little category. And this is the thing, Annika being hired onto Rush is the thing that I think is going to kind of pull that apart a little bit and create just a broader horizon and layout of opportunity. So I'm freaking stoked. I am so stoked. I am so stoked for her. I am so grateful for the path that she is paving for not only my generation, but for all of the generations coming behind me, especially the younger girls. I think this is gonna inspire and impact so many young girls, and I think we're gonna start seeing more women play drums. And I was thinking about this earlier, where I was like, and I'm not gonna get too deep into this or anything, but I saw a guy post a comment on this very, very short version of this video that I posted on my other socials the other day. And he said, and I don't think this was any kind of like malicious comment at all. He just said that men are typically better drummers. And it's so funny because I agree and I disagree. I think because we predominantly see males play the drums, that of course we're gonna immediately go to, this chick can't play like Tony Royster Jr., or this chick can't play like Travis Barker, this chick can't play like, oh my gosh, my brain could just go on and on, Thomas Lang or Neil Peart, you know what I mean? And I mean, there's truth to that. But I also think we don't see that because women just aren't being given the same kind of opportunity. And there aren't as many female drummers. But I think a lot of girls kind of shy away from it a little bit because it's not an aggressive instrument, but it's an assertive instrument, and it's loud, and it's physically taxing, and it's sweaty. You can be more feminine playing a bass guitar than you can be wailing on a drum kit. So I think there's like a little bit of fear for girls who maybe really want to play drums, but they feel like it's a boy's instrument. I don't want to play the drums because it's what boys do. I just want to see that like thrown out. And I want to see like a mass like rise of female drummers, because I think that comparison would so easily be kind of shut down and taken away, and kind of like what I mentioned earlier, taking away genders. And like, if you're a badass musician, you're a badass musician. Whether you're a male or a female, I would love to see that just kind of fade in this industry. I don't know if it ever will, but instead of every time you see a girl playing drums or a girl playing guitar saying female guitarist or female drummer, it'd be so cool to just hear drummer. And I'm hoping to see that also come into fruition in my lifetime, because I think that would be so cool. But the fact that Annika is a female and has that title as being a female drummer in a crazy, cool, kind of roundabout way, having that title is what makes it impactful. So I don't know. Do we want to see that title removed, or do we want to see it stay? And do we just want to see the comparison fall away? I don't know. It's a conversation. That's what I'm saying. This is a big conversation to be had. But at the end of the day, what a cool shift we're about to see. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is an open conversation. I'm really curious what your guys' thoughts are on this. If you feel and see this kind of the same way that I do, if you have a different take on it, I am open to hearing everything. And let's get the conversation rolling. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm stoked to see Annika behind that kit with Rush on this massive tour that they're gonna do. I'm so stoked. I cannot wait to witness that. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, let's all support each other and just celebrate really good music and friggin' amazing musicians. Talk to you guys soon. All right, take care.